Thank you.
Yeah, can we know you?
My name is Ambassador Olusegun Akimoja Olimora. I'm the National Executive Secretary, Association of Cottage Industrialists of Nigeria.
So how did you feel today being recognized National Summit and at the same time celebrating National Volunteer Day,
Yeah, you know,
Economic and Social
Association of Cottage Industrialists them fit because all our members are all volunteers. And being a volunteer member for 10 years, being a volunteer member for a decade, it needs celebration. That's why we decide to celebrate today, which is the International Volunteer Day for Economic and Social Development, to celebrate all our stakeholders, all the people that have been moving with us, that has contributed greatly to nano micro enterprise in Nigeria and Africa at large. So that's why we celebrate them today. And I'm happy that we have a success story today. It's like, can it happen? Can it happen? But we thank God today, it has happened, it has gone. And what we are preparing for now is our national conference that will involve all the states. Even on that day, there will be a gala night. There will be a party, a gala night that will present award, patron, matron on that day. Because on that day, we want to launch the program in a such a way that we want to raise funds that we can use the fund to now start giving back to the people of the community, be a volunteer. So we want to be giving them loan without interest. That is what nano micro enterprise make, not even grants. Because if you give them grants, they believe it's a free money. They will just collect it and spend it. And being a grant, you cannot give them the money they will use for business. But if we can raise funds from everywhere, we get some investors that invest with us, we'll be able to disburse loan to them without interest. But we charge them management fee, they will fly. And I know by the time we bring all the governors in, and all the governors are ready to key into it, their own is to give us 50% or as a counterpart fund. While the association will provide 40%, and we'll be able to execute the project in each of the local governments in Nigeria. We have 778 local governments. Each local government, we are ready to train 800 people. Meanwhile, the 800 is not at once. Maybe for this year, we can cover 200 this year, depending on our strengths. Let's assume we train to 200 per local government this month. After 6 months, when we see the success story of the first set, then we train another 200. After seeing the success story, another 200. Because we want to be organizing trade fair in each of the states nationwide at the same time. So nobody will leave Sokoto and say, because I want to buy soap, I want to buy fish, I want to buy this, you'll be going to Lagos. I'll go to Ibadan. No. So everything will be available in everybody's state. You'll be able to get all those products there. So that is what we are preparing.
Sir, from what you have heard from the invited guests and also your member, it means the cottage industrialism are progressing. So what's the area you believe? Because what people are saying mostly is that the process of accessing the fund is too cumbersome for various speakers. What's your
Actually, that is government policy. But we, as an association, what we are fighting for is to see on how we can use some ways to raise funds so that we know our people. We know who we want to do. We know who we want to give to. We're able to know this person qualified for 500, give him. And this 500, we are not giving them cash. We have fabricating department and we have chemical department where we sell chemical and machine at a cheaper rate to all our members. So there is chemical department in each of the states. There is fabricating department in each of the states. They may not have it physical, but we have a place where they are fabricating, but we supply to them in those states where we can make it available to all our members. Like we have soap machine. I think our soap machine is around 250,000. Complete set, both cutting, mold, and everything. Complete set. We have candle machine. Our candle machine is around 780,000. We have paint mixer. We have the movable one. We have the one you install and you don't move. So those are the things we have done.
Sir, the project you want to embark on, what is, can I call it, is highly expensive.
Yeah.
It's a project, and also it's a laudable project. How are you going to go about it? Because with the request from the youth leader of the organization, so even one of the invited guests has even testified that their application, they've seen the application to that effect.
Yeah.
So how are you going to do, because it's highly expensive? How are you going to?
That is why we are calling for partnership, private partnership, private investors. Somebody can say, you know, as an NGO, as an association, somebody can say, okay, let me give you 10 million naira. Let me give you 100 million naira. Give me back after 2 years. Give me back after 3 years. Those are the things we are looking for. So when they give us that, don't put much interest. If you can put like 2% interest, we are good to go. All this governor we are talking about, if this governor can be giving us 60% of the catapult fund for their state, give us in form of loan too. Put your own interest, loan to more than just 2 digits, maybe one single digit, maybe 2% per annum. If you give us 2% per annum, we are ready to give it out to our member at interest-free loan. Because out of the management fee we are charging, that your 2% has been factored in. So from there, everybody will get it. Everybody will be okay. From there, we'll be able to manufacture our product to standard and pack for export. Because this dollar, the way the dollar is rising against naira, if care is not taken, some years back, I said somewhere when I was delivering a lecture, I said, if care is not taken, dollar will be 1,000. I said, sure, it can't be so. Look at it now. Look at it now. If care is not taken, dollar will just be going. You know how much they are selling pound sterling now. But if we have products we are exporting out of the country, we discover that naira will be adding value. And that is the only thing that we can do to support the government. Without that, government is ready to give MSME free interest. And you don't pay tax anymore. Free waiver. So when we have this waiver, and do you know that to export is free too? Because we are members of shippers. To import is when you pay. Containers are coming to the country to the auction. Nothing is going back. They will just use the container to go and build a house or build something. There's one university I met somewhere. I used name to cover the university. They use container to build a whole big hall. I say, imagine. See the container that's supposed to convert to money. You know, where a container is coming from America, it's to and fro that is on it. By the time the container gets to Nigeria, if you are able to load things in, those countries pay us money. They pay our government money because we are still paying to and fro to that container going back to any other countries. So that is the only thing that can have impact on the economic of the country. And we believe if we can train this 980,000 Nigerians by we are starting the project next year, it's 5 years project, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. It's 4 years project. So by the time we can train all these people and we have something we are exporting, I believe after then, I think 1 naira, they will buy our 1 naira for dollar. Dollar will be they will be buying naira before because we have something we are exporting. So we'll forget about anything crude oil because we have other resources where we push into the government.